Mark, chapter 12, verses 1 to 17, shows a scene of deep tension and conflict. Jesus uses a powerful storytelling method, a parable, to talk to the religious and political leaders of his time. He speaks of a landowner with a beautifully planted vineyard, and the tenants he trusted with it. The story quickly gets darker, telling of a cycle of rejection and violence. This story isn't just an old tale. It's like a mirror showing timeless questions about power, responsibility, and fairness. The owner provides everything needed for a good harvest: the land, the vines, a protective wall, a winepress. He then entrusts his valuable property to others, expecting a fair return. The conflict over the fruit brings up ownership, rights, and the violent results of greed. The story starts with an act of creation and trust. He rents it to tenants and goes away for a long time. The trouble comes from the tenants' intentions. At harvest time, servants are sent to collect the owner's share. They beat one, kill another, and mistreat many. As a last resort, he sends his beloved son, saying, "They will respect my son." They plan to kill the heir. The owner will bring justice and give the vineyard to others. When we put this parable in its context, the meaning becomes clear. Jesus is talking to the religious leaders in Jerusalem. God's people, Israel, are the vineyard. The owner is God, the servants are the prophets, the Son is Jesus himself. He predicts what will happen to him at their hands. The tenants represent corrupt religious and political leaders. God sets up authorities for the common good. But people forget they are just caretakers and start acting like owners. Unjust governments act as if the vineyard belongs to them. The parable doesn't call for violence. Judgment belongs to God. Our main loyalty is not to the tenants, but to the Son. Our stance, clear-eyed realism and loyalty to a higher kingdom. We call out injustice, but we respond in the way of the King, with truth, love, service, and justice. When facing an unfair government, a Christian isn't told to just accept it. The first thing we do is pray. For our leaders, for those who are being hurt, for wisdom and courage. Prayer helps us keep our hearts right and stops our fight for justice from becoming a fight for power. Lord, give wisdom to leaders or the strength to endure with grace, radical honesty in the face of corruption, over-the-top generosity in the face of greed. Serve and stand up for the poor, immigrants, orphans, and widows. Churches show what God's kingdom justice looks like. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. Follow the law when you can, but give to God your loyalty, your conscience, your worship, and your love for others. We must obey God rather than men. Peacefully refuse unfair laws, accept the results with wisdom and courage. The Christian response is powerful, but has limits. The parable warns against violence, forcing people, and murder. To respond with violence is to become like them. Jesus tells us to put away the sword. His way is not force, but giving himself. Keep our hearts free from hatred. Love our enemies. Pray for those who hurt us. See them as people made in God's image. Aim for them to change and for justice to be restored. Speak the truth without meanness. Argue without treating others as less than human. Not passive acceptance nor violent revolution, but active, brave, and loving resistance. The kingdom is built through the cross, not the sword. This path keeps our humanity by serving the humanity of others. Lord, when I see injustice, fill my heart with your passion for justice, not my poison of hate. Clear limits, no violence, no hatred. Putting these ideas into action on this October 30th, 2025 is our challenge. A policy that moves families for a fancy project. How do we react? Pray for families and elected officials. Help them find new homes. Provide moving help and meals. Write, attend meetings, speak respectfully but firmly. Team up with legal aid. If criticizing the government becomes illegal, we don't stay quiet. Preach biblical truth. Apply it. Create safe spaces for discussion. Share facts and true stories without being confrontational to fight against false information. Give to God what belongs to Him, the truth, even if it means others don't approve. If taxes fund corruption or unfair wars. Advocate for accountability, support openness and peace. Give generously, help those in need, promote reconciliation, show what better management looks like. A faithful presence, not one big act. Tend the small plot entrusted to us. The parable is not a story of hopelessness, but of realism and hope. Injustice is real, power corrupts, truth is rejected. but the owner sees, acts, and will bring justice. Hope in his justice frees us to act without needing instant results. We plant justice and mercy. God brings the harvest in his time. Our calling: faithful witnesses, not instant saviors. A response made of prayer, witness, service, and truth. Hope in the risen Son, the cornerstone of the new world. This week, pray for a leader. Give to a good cause. Speak a word of truth with grace. Act like caretakers who know the vineyard belongs to God. Serve the Son and wait with confidence for the day he makes all things new. How should Christians interact with unjust governments? With faithfulness, justice, and hope.